I began this project with an interest in magnetism and how to portray it through my novella's protagonist, Poppy Joy Worth, who copes with what it means to be liked and unliked. She swallows a magnet called the buckyball and becomes physically magnetized, which helps her understand social attractability. Through my research, it became evident that while still important, magnetism is more a subtle connector of my characters than an engine of the story. The choice to depart from magnetism came accidentally when I researched Harold Croto, one of the co-discoverers of Buckminster Fullerene, also known as buckyballs, and mistook him for Craig Zucker, an entrepreneur of the desk toy also called buckyballs. Geodesic is a novella with a picaresque and non-linear timeline set in Expo 67, the 1967 World Fair in Montreal, Canada, with each chapter being narrated by a different character with a close, limited third-person point of view. When I began Geodesic, I imagined the best way to tell Poppy Joy, Harold Croto, and Craig Zucker's stories was through certain elements of the genres of magical realism and historical fiction. I learned that these two genres can be viewed as repellent genres, which I used as a nod to my magnetic intentions. The more I wrote, however, the more I encountered other gestures in other genres, such as the dreamlike quality of surrealism in the character arcs in the coming-of-age stories. Now my project is a blend of many different genres elements which help me understand and properly convey Poppy's desires. My novella deals with themes of likability, attraction, voyeurism, and memory, to tell an episodic story of these three seemingly disparate but actually well-connected characters. Now I will read a section from the first chapter and into the second chapter. PJ started to roll on her back when she felt something press into her spine. "Ow," PJ called out. "Ow! Ow!" PJ sat up and reached her hand behind her back, trying to figure out what caused that pain. Her hand raced across the icy feeling of a metal pipe. The blood drained from her face. She kept reaching behind her to make sure what she felt was correct. Sure enough, on her back, a pipe. Suddenly, a loud ringing sounded through the air. PJ covered her ears and looked around to see if she could figure out its origins. The ringing stopped and gave way to a voice. "Every day, in every way," a bellowing voice called out in a heavy French accent. "I'm feeling better and better." The voice paused and PJ's eyes darted around again to see if she could find its owner. "Poppy Joy Worth?" the voice asked. "Are you ready to begin?" PJ pushed off the ground and stood up. "Wait," PJ whispered. The world around PJ started to dim as if a light switch was being pushed down. The monotonal gray turned black. "Wait," PJ called out again, a little louder this time. "Ready for what?" A sputtering sound and a flicker of light sprung out from the dome. The light lit up the sky with a white screen. The voice came back and replied, "The show." In the sky above PJ, an image of a little girl appeared. The girl was sitting on the counter in a bathroom, tilting her head at her reflection. "Wait," PJ gasped. "That's me." Poppy Joy Worth, September 20th, 2012. Frame 1. Poppy Joy Worth stares at herself in her mirror from the top of the bathroom counter she shared with her twin brother, Eli. She counts the number of freckles on her face and neck. Again. 5 freckles when she counts the one hidden on her upper lip, and 4 when she does not. Her curly hair poofs out from each side of her scalp in strawberry blonde tufts and becomes even poofier when she brushes through them. When she needs a good laugh, she brushes her curls and stares at the wild bush that sits on her head. But today, PJ squints at herself, hoping the frizz would stop. Could it be PJ's hair that keeps Jessica Ray and Sophia from inviting her to their sleepovers? Or maybe they think the freckle on her upper lip is strange. Or maybe it's that she's too short. At 10 years old, PJ is waiting to grow like the girls in the Welcome to Your Body video Miss Pearson made everyone watch in class. PJ still stands so close to the ground that her gravitational pull is closer to the earth than most people in 5th grade. At least that's what one of Eli's best friends, Tyler, told her during their science lesson on Isaac Newton. Frame 2. PJ admired a sparkly rock that was nestled between the wood chips below the monkey bars at recess earlier that day. The monkey bars above her looked like little pizza tables that come in the center of her favorite cheese pies that her mom brings home on Fridays. Unlike the mini pizza table, though, the monkey bars are hollowed out, connected by 16 cobalt blue rungs. "Poppy, can you even reach the monkey bars?" Jessica Ray called to PJ from above. PJ looked up at her, covering her eyes with her hand, trying to block the sun. From PJ's vantage point, she saw Jessica Ray and Sophia sitting up with their legs dangling through the center hole, with their bottoms teetering perilously on the thin cobalt bars, their hands gripping the wider outer circle as they leaned back. "Yeah, Poppy, come join us," Sophia called, giggling a little. She couldn't.